Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and to another cooking video. So I am going to be showing you how I make my spinach and potato curry slash dish. This is a common one in South Asian cuisine. It's really delicious. And I actually made this a few weeks ago, but I just haven't had the time to edit the video and get it up for you guys. So I thought, why not just try and do that as soon as I can. So if you guys did like the look of it a few videos ago, I did show a little clip of it, then you can try making it. And for this recipe, I'm taking a shortcut. So usually for the spinach, you'd use fresh spinach. But I didn't, because who has the time to wash and cut and cook fresh spinach? If I did have the time, I honestly would do it that way, but I used the one that you can get in the can. It's the spinach puree, and honestly, this dish turns out so good. It's really tasty. It's perfect if you're looking for a vegetarian friendly dish and you don't want any meat for that meal. And yeah, it's just super tasty, and you can literally have it with chapatis, with rice and naan. We actually had it alongside food that we cooked on the barbecue. So I think we had pitters, we had, what else did we have? Did we have some chicken? I can't even remember, but basically we had it on the side and just had it with other things, and it was just so good. And like I said, it's such a good one if you are looking for something different, not your usual, meat and chicken all the time. I am trying to add more veggies and kind of more vegetarian dishes into my weekly dinners, because honestly, we literally used to do like chicken meat, and it was just too much. So now some days we split it for lentils, we have a vegetarian day, we have, what else was I going to say? My mind's gone blank. Oh, a fish day. So where, we fish instead of the main meat. So yeah, I really hope you enjoy this video and this recipe. Try it out if you like the look of it. And yeah, make sure you give it a thumbs up if you do enjoy it. And I will see you all really soon in my next one.
So to start with, you're going to need a large pan over a medium to low heat. Then you're going to add in some oil. I'm just using avocado oil, but you can use any oil of your choice. Next, we are adding in 1 chopped white onion, and then you just want to fry this off for a couple of minutes until it starts to turn nice and brown. So next up, I am going to be adding in 4 to 5 cloves of garlic that I've just chopped up, and then you want to fry this off for a couple of minutes. Just be careful that the garlic doesn't burn. Make sure the heat is turned down really low. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of salt. You can add as much or as little as you like, and you will be able to taste this later. Now for seasoning, I am adding some chilli powder, some dried coriander, I'm adding some turmeric, some garam masala, and then I went in with a splash of water, because dry spices can burn super quickly and you don't want that. So just add a splash of water and then give everything a mix around, and you just want to fry this for another couple of minutes or so. So at this point I did turn the heat slightly higher so it's not too low, and then we are going to add in a teaspoon of tomato puree. You can add fresh tomatoes, they actually work so much better, but I didn't have any in, but this did actually turn out absolutely fine. I'm also adding in a splash of water when I find that the mixture is too dry, because like I said, it can burn really quickly. Now that the mixture has thickened, I'm adding 2 large potatoes that I've just peeled and chopped up into kind of like bite-sized pieces, and just mix them into the mixture. And then again, you just want to fry this for another minute or so. Once it looks like this, you can add in another bit of water, so about half of a glass I'd say, and then you just want to pop the lid on and simmer this for around 15 minutes so that the potatoes have time to soften. So I came back after around 15 minutes, and as you can see, everything was simmering away and I just gave this one little stir just to make sure nothing is sticking to the bottom. And then this is the spinach puree that I used. It's by the brand KTC and you can find it in most supermarkets. You just want to drain the excess liquid out of this because otherwise it's going to be a soggy mess. And then pop that straight into the pan with the potatoes. Just mix everything around, make sure everything is really well coated. And then you want to pop the lid back on. I did this for around 10 minutes and then I came back to check on it. And when you come back to check on it, it's just to make sure that nothing is sticking to the bottom. Because this is sort of like a dry mixture, it can burn. So just be careful and make sure you check back on it. I did use a high quality non-stick pan for this, so luckily nothing was burning. And then I popped the lid back on for a further 10 minutes or so. And then we are coming back to check on it again. And at this point, the spinach puree is absolutely fine. It's already cooked. But the potatoes, I just checked on them. I broke into one and it did break super easily, which means that the potatoes were cooked. So at this point, I just garnished with some fresh coriander, a lot of it. And then I also added a little bit more salt. I did taste it before this and it just needed a little bit more. And then just give everything a quick mix around again. Make sure it's all well combined. And then for the last step, I just added some butter to the pan, popped the lid back on for a couple of minutes until that melted. So it only took a minute or so and the butter had melted. So I removed the lid, mixed everything together, and that is your dish completely done. This is honestly so easy, so simple to do, and it turns out absolutely delicious every single time. So I served mine all in one big bowl for everyone just to take it out of here. And then of course I garnished with a little bit more fresh coriander because why not? And also if you like spice, then at this point you can add some chili flakes over the top just for that extra bit. But my kids were eating this, so I didn't do that. But honestly, it's such a good one. Make sure you try this recipe out if you like the look of it. Let me know down below how it turned out, and I will see you all in my next one.